for ye movie on. Abronye me no kasi no wababe respond to a year in sema ekoso. Now remember say na no koka in sema party say candidates bi be you fi album or me be register because no to me as a party chairman, bono regional chairman. But me no kasi no Justin Kodua ebe fire no, but Abronye say they be that. If you guys have held me to disciplinary committee because of nsema maka back in Agyapong ye munso mubudie we nkwohwe video ebe to us.
WhatsApp so nyina mo ye dede ma honorable Kennedy Agyapong nyina no me ka kira mo say 89% of mo amote WhatsApp platforms ni Facebook nyina pa no mo ntobi me amemete ye abon na ye be ye no me na me ye ho adwuma abon na wa bono region no eduru say ye ko police station abon na me na me ye ho adwuma enti wa wote WhatsApp platforms so aso ko pe MPP atunu e be duro na din nim because won tobi me say won tobi when some pass Abronye for Abano won't to be police station one me make sure say it's a matter of phone call nam si nipa chumasi mon kra na free system no me no wawie ati mun nya dede no dede ne adapa mu twa nyina ba umya ba we ne na wonso ye hu ye no bi no mo attack ye se mu bekunye because ye na ne ye support say ye nkoto sa aba no enso mo ye mo ka say maso da enye yie mo ntia ase ene ye ka ye bekum nyina abaso yeko enti dede amotena WhatsApp so top down no de ene ka de mo kuye nyina top down na eba so yi
Inti, in some way by, and you could see clearly say people were not really happy, so they called Abronye to come and face the disciplinary committee. But then, also actually same be in the 30th of September, or say for immediate press release. My attention has been drawn to a social media communique issued by the Great Party and duly signed by the General Secretary, Lawyer Justin Frimpong Kodua, inviting me to appear before the party's National Disciplinary Committee. I hereby write to indicate my full preparedness and willingness to appear before the committee to comprehensively lay bare and substantiate the antichrist actions and inactions of Honorable Agyapong, which has undermined the cohesion and integrity of our party. So Abronye party say Agyapong antichrist and agenda mo person de ba omi aba no Agyapong person obe manifest sa agenda no. So that is the issue course sisi and opasisi na ya frɛ no say on be face disciplinary committee ni de obekopa na kono obekono obe expose antichrist Agyapong. Osan to aso say I hereby write to indicate my full preparedness and willingness to appear before the committee. Okay, I can no since the referral was made public, I therefore propose that the sittings of the committee be conducted openly and broadcast live so that the rank and file of our noble party may have the opportunity to witness at first hand the manifest antichrist posture and conduct of Honorable Agyapong. Inti Abronye party says, "Sisi ana ye de letter na beto abontin say ye twi na so no. Yen telecast ni hearings ni live no obi ehu how evil and antichrist Agyapong is." Yen show video we of Solomon Wusu a church in say party NPP party negu because if it's run by people like Abronye to me, what else do you expect?
Because you are familiar with the party.
Yes.
You walked away from the party. The party has asked you to come back, and you said you are not going to go back. So that basically gives us a sense of how the party looks now. I mean, what do you make of how things are playing out? The radio
there is a singer there's a particular song they say Orekodo. The destruction continues with the party, and I think the pace that they are going, they will very soon dig or get to an oil levels. They will discover oil very soon with the rate at which they are moving. First of all, this whole petition and then utterances by Wontumi and Abronye has to be put in the right perspective. The statement made by Abronye that he has the capacity, he has the authority, he has the wherewithal to be able to put people into albums. The statement made by Wontumi that yes, those that are in the album were put purposely there to favor a particular candidate here, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is practically the truth. If you have been involved in MPP politics and if you know whatever happens there, the regional chairman has a lot of influence. They control most of the constituency executives. And so it is very easy that instead of going to organize a police station elections, put their cronies in the various police stations so that when it is time for them to go and vote or elect a parliamentary candidate, these same delegates will go and vote for them. And when it's time for as a presidential flag bearership elections, the same delegates will go and vote for these aspirants, and including themselves. Remember, they will also be going for or seeking re-election. So it's a factual statement, and I don't see why or how anybody, including Kodia himself, could challenge this very position. So they spoke the truth, except that the truth rather puts the party in a very bad shape. And that is why there seems to be back and forth with it. Again, remember when Wontumi and Abronye made these statements, the Canada-Agyapong side of the divide called for the two of them to be hauled before the disciplinary committee. Is that the case?
Yes.
This petition that Kodia has sent is Wontumi included in it?
No.
It's only Abronye. And Abronye has been hauled to the disciplinary committee only because in subsequent videos, he made mention of Justin Kodia, that he was sitting on a certain report that should be used to expel Canada-Agyapong from the party. And in fact, that is the strategy of the party moving forward. Remember what Adenimo had said before withdrawing from the race, that this whole process was skewed and schemed in favor of a particular candidate. And that he, Adenimo, having known where he started his school from Navasco in the northern region, and how he struggled to do engineering and made money, would never go and invest 4.6 million Chopapo Ghana cedis into this whole enterprise. Because he can't bid it. Are you with me? Then he left out. What is playing out? Is it not the same thing that Adenimo, the reason Adenimo left, that is being echoed by Abronye and Wontumi? That in fact they have schemed and skewed everything in favor of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So when Abronye made mention of Justin Kodia, remember Justin Kodia will be seeking a re-election as a general secretary, and knows that if this matter is not handled very well, it will be used against him when he decides to contest. So let me quickly go to the National Council or refer the matter to the National Council or the Disciplinary Committee for an action to be taken. Nothing is going to come out. That's life, so that he can expose the Antichrist. Remember, we have been treated to sinners 10 sins, 5 sins, 13 sins here and there. Now they have moved and not further. Abronye has moved that in and not further to bring in Antichrist. How can you refer or describe a party member, a fellow party member, who has the potential of leading your party, and you, Abronye, you are a member of the National Executive Committee as well as a member of the National Council as an Antichrist? So in the event, in an unlikely event that Kennedy wins, how then you come back and convince the entire Ghanaian that Kennedy is not an Antichrist? You see how people talk about heart and then give advantage to our party. By the way, our party very soon will be at play. So it is nothing to write home about. The truth of the matter is that the current situation of the NPP is that it's a party that has only 87 members of parliament. It's a party that won elections in only 3 regions of this country. It's a party that lost heavily in Greater Accra, lost heavily in the Volta region, lost heavily in Western North, and most parts of this country. So if you're a party with this record, what the least you could do is to start the rebuilding from the scratch. That seems not to be the case. It is now all about me. And yesterday I was listening to the General Secretary. He said something, that individual interest has taken over the collective interest, that nobody now is thinking about their party called the New Patriotic Party. And that is what is worrying the party. So clearly, Abronye is able to do this because he knows that the establishment favors him, that he knows that nobody can say anything. But this petition is also a trap to Canada-Agyapong. If he does not take care, they will use it to expel him. Because Abronye will then deviate from the very petition that concerns him and move into an arena that will just to bust, as it were, expel him from the party. He should not take it lightly. That is what can happen. And in all these, Abronye claims to be speaking for Mahmoud Bawumia. Abronye claims he is a vital or a pivotal member of the Bawumia campaign. Have you heard the former vice president make any statement to that effect? When Abronye took Duncan Williams, the Archbishop, the Papa, to the cleanest, Did you hear the former flag bearer or the former vice president make a single statement? I mean, beyond this internal rhetoric, internal bickering, one of the challenges that will face Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's campaign, I know everything has been schemed for him to win, is how he would deal with the issue of the Papa, Duncan Williams. How he sat down, how he could not utter a single word in the open, how he could not even come to the aid or the defense of Archbishop Duncan Williams when one of his own took him to the cleaners. Okay. So that is what is at play now. Now, this thing, they tried it somewhere in 2007. They wanted to expel Alan using the same procedure. Can you imagine when Alan Chamante went to a vetting committee in 2007? First time I'm telling the world that Mr. Peter Alajete looked straight into Alan's face and asked him, Mr. Alan Chamante, are you a member of the NPP? At the vetting committee, can you imagine, Kabli? Because the system has been set up in such a way that they were going to expel him. When they see that the competition is becoming tough, they have to find other ways and means to get you out. So for me, this is a party that is struggling. They need something extraordinary to turn around things. But from where I sit, there seem to be no leaders or elders who are ready to put their foot down and say, enough is enough. Let's stop what we are doing. We are destroying the political party to beyond repairs. It will collapse eventually, but the way and manner they are moving fast, that is what some of us are concerned. That don't move faster than the anticipated timelines. We know you will collapse, but we have a timeline that you will do so. But do not bring it forward. Because when you collapse before our party's establishment, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
There has to be a party that will fill in that gap. Remember that when the CPP went down, there was a party that filled in their stead. So before you collapse, there has to be a party, a vibrant party that will take Hamza's party on, which is our party, because we are going to give constructive, we are going to take them on in all aspects of their governance.
Okay.
What they promise the people of this country.
Okay. Let me come to